Alright, there was one in last week who like really abused his powers, making up laws, and actually arrested someone for no. Yes guys, hi, hello, here we go again, and we are in Huddersfield, where I've not come here by choice. I've come here to stand up against the tyrants in the name of auditing Yorkshire. I will post his link in the description and post a link to the video in the description also, of where he got arrested here last week for no reason at all by an Inspector Muppet. So I guess we'll see what we can see. Please do go over to Audit in Yorkshire, give him a like and a subscribe.
We're back in Huddersfield today, a place where public trust was shaken after a recent controversial arrest. And this time, the auditor has returned not to cause disruption, but to defend the public's right to film in open spaces as a key measure of accountability. For many, this situation represents the broader idea of trust between authorities and the community. Because if there is truly nothing to conceal, a camera should not be an issue. Yet it quickly becomes clear how even a simple act of recording draws attention. And the way officers respond often reveals more about their level of training and understanding than any genuine concern over security.
I'm alright, you alright?
Yeah, what are you taking pictures of?
What do you think?
Well, that van.
Anything really.
Why?
I like taking pictures.
Boring, that. There's
Is
nicer
it?
things to take.
Oh, I'll take a picture of you. What's wrong? You're not camera shy here.
Around this point, an officer steps in using a familiar tactic, a so-called welfare check. This approach often begins with friendly conversation, but it can be a way to gather details that aren't legally required to be given. The key rule remains that if you're not suspected of any offense, you're under no obligation to answer questions. Pay attention to how the officer carries himself here. He stays nearby, appearing uncertain about how to proceed when faced with someone who understands their rights and chooses not to engage in what's framed as casual conversation.
What are you embarrassed for? What are you embarrassed for? Hey, excuse me, officer. Is the inspector in?
There will be an inspector in, yeah.
Alright, there was one in last week who really abused his powers, making up laws, actually arrested someone
Right.
for nothing.
Well, was it last week?
Was he not?
No, it was off last week.
I think he's called Inspector Muppet.
Right.
Would you ask if he's in?
Yeah.
Alright, thank you. You have a nice day. Alright.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you not park there?
I don't know. I will be watching everything.
Thought you could park anywhere with a blue badge. No.
The discussion briefly turns to an earlier incident, but the main concern is something else happening in the background. We can see a police vehicle stopped on double yellow lines without any obvious emergency situation. This is often where the divide between authorities and the public becomes noticeable, since the law typically requires a valid reason for parking like that. And if it were a delivery driver, a fine would likely follow. So it raises the question of whether the same standards are enforced when it comes to those wearing a badge, though the response suggests that in some cases, exceptions are being made.
No, everywhere. Certain place you can't ask.
You're not giving him a ticket then?
No, straight away. I need to be observation.
Ah, good. That's good, that.
You make a video now.
No, I was taking pictures.
You take my video.
I'm taking pictures.
My picture.
Oh, you might be on it, yeah.
No, they're definitely on it because you is put in here to make a video.
That's alright though, isn't it?
If I take a video, it'll be alright.
You see my picture?
Yeah, come on. Show face now.
Probably just video in or no specific inquiries.
What are you up to? What?
I'm on a job.
Alright, what sort of job?
Confidential.
Beating up the public?
The auditor continues to challenge the parking issue, making it clear this isn't about something trivial, but about proper procedure and professional standards. When those in authority disregard the same rules they apply to the public, it chips away at trust. And the officer's reaction, brushing off the concern, gives the impression that convenience is being placed above road traffic regulations. As seen in the way he sidesteps the point instead of acknowledging the mistake or taking a moment to verify the situation.
Alright. What's the emergency? Alright. Anyone can park on the pavement then, can they?
I'm not going to argue with you, I'm not going to have a conversation with you, mate. I'm not interested.
Not interested?
Film what you want, mate.
I will film what I want.
Sweet. So we're in agreement then, yeah?
Yeah. You know it's illegal to park behind double yellow lines as well as in front of them. You wouldn't know that because you're thick as pig. There we go, guys. All right.
The tension rises as the auditor uses strong words to point out the double standard. While this language can escalate things, the key issue remains. There's no clear emergency to justify the parking, and a professional officer should separate emotion from a valid complaint. Yet here the response seems driven more by ego, and just as things peak, the station commander is about to step out, setting up an unexpected turn in how the situation is handled.
They won't, can't they?
I argue with them every morning.
Oh, is that a copper?
That's a police car.
Is it?
They're parking on parking street every week. Yeah. Yeah, it's well annoying. Every morning. Before.
Oh yeah.
A blocked police car went and left the other day.
Oh yeah, I should.
At least you've got a mobile number in the window on a police car.
West Yorkshire Police. On police inquiries, but it's been there all day.
This one's been here all day.
Oh, some locks in now. There he is, there's the culprit.
This moment marks a key shift, as a local business owner steps in and confirms that the police parking has been an ongoing problem affecting his work, moving the situation beyond a simple exchange between officer and auditor and highlighting a breakdown in community relations, with the police appearing to obstruct the very people they are meant to serve. At this point, the auditor's role changes from just recording to speaking up on behalf of a frustrated local taxpayer, while the response includes an apology and an explanation that someone was in a rush with nowhere else to park, followed by a request to keep the area clear, and a remark suggesting others now have to find alternative parking because of the situation.